An unstoppable force meets an immovable object this Christmas. Who's getting the gift? Niners or Ravens? Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective, from our couch to yours. It's your Couch Rider Raven Jermaine Locken. Yes, I'm in a business suit because I stand on business, even though I'm sitting down. But I'm just saying, I'm kidding. I came back from a baptism and I just did not feel like changing. Had to do the Lord's work, or at least witness a wonderful moment for a young child today, and it was great. So it was a good feeling, a good ending to a very terrible day. So with that said, I definitely need some motivation. I need to get into my motivational moment, but we'll do that in just a second. I want to see who's here. We already know first person in the room is Lisa. Lisa's always in the building first. I think she has found a way to beat Delicious and everybody else to the room first. All right, so Lisa says, hey, Jermaine and Camru, Santa baby, please slip a victory under the tree for me. Oh, nicely done. I see what you did there. And my son, Cameron, is on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to my son. He usually does not attend the show because he's usually having to go to bed this time of night, but they don't have school in the morning, so they're in pretty good shape. Say what's up, boy.
What's up?
What'd you do 2 weeks ago? Let me slide over a little bit so you can get on the scene, player. I think I'm gonna go this way, and then you go.
Oh, yeah, we went to the Chiefs versus Bills game.
How was it?
It was amazing.
So, like, they may have lost, but I think we had a pretty good Chiefs experience there. You definitely saw that Cook was cooking, and it was out this world. So, but just to have an experience going to that game, I think it was pretty cool.
And
right?
half of the game, Dad was watching a Ravens game.
See, I'm loyal. I am loyal. 100%. All right, so let's see who else is in the room. We'll go to Lisa's stats here in a minute. Wilbert is here.
What did he say this time?
He said, Joe Flacco continues to make the Ravens regret letting him go for scrambled eggs and cheese Jackson. Greetings, everyone. I'm pretty sure he's working on that all day, too. Greetings, Wilbert. And yes, we miss Joe, but we are glad that we have an MVP with us. Let's see. Brooke says hello. And Wilbur says, I seen you on Facebook with all that Browns gear. What you talking about?
Browns gear? That was Chiefs gear.
Lisa says, Merry Christmas, Cameron. And we have another Lisa in the room, Lisa Quintillion. What's going on? She says, hi, Cameron. It's Cameron with a K, just heads up. Let's jump into this motivational moment. So like I said, when it comes to these motivational moments, just something for you, something for me. Let's just keep it going. Today was a tough day at work. And honestly, it sucked. I felt overwhelmed. And also, it came down to it to the point where one of my troops actually came to me and said, hey, sir, you okay? And when people come check on you, that means something. It means they genuinely care. They're watching your body language. They're seeing that you might be physically drained or something along those lines. But today's motivational moment is realize that you cannot do everything. Every week I come on here and talk about what you can do and what you need to believe in and how you can accomplish so many different goals, whatever. Recognize there are just some things that you cannot do. And there will be also times when the odds just do not play in your favor.
And then
But what do
there's
you
also
do during that time frame is recognize that you need to lean on your brothers and sisters around you, lean on your teammates around you, lean on your wingmen around you, and allow them to help you. You allow them to help you, and then y'all can help lift each other a little bit higher. And then it's just some times where you've done all you can do. Go home and enjoy your family. That's what I'm going to say about today's motivational moment. Just know that you can't do it all. All right, here we are. Ravens versus Niners. We'll be looking for Cam Ruth. Y'all see him, please put up those roadblocks and send him back to the house. Tell him to walk the dog, get some dinner, and get on the show because you know that's his routine.
why do you want him to play Roblox?
No, I said put up the roadblocks to make sure that he cannot escape the city.
What's that supposed to mean?
We gotta watch some cops, episode of Cops or something, like a high-speed chase or something. You put up roadblocks to stop vehicles from getting certain directions. Anyway.
Oh, I thought you said Roblox, not Roadblocks.
Try to stick with me, man. Try to stick with me here. All right. So, like I said, you see Cam Ruth, send him to the house, tell him he needs to be on the show. We are also streaming on Instagram tonight. So just it's something different. And if you are new coming in from Instagram, please come over here to YouTube, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down, because we go on every single Wednesday night. And because I called out Cam Ruth, this man showed up just now. He is behind stage, folks. I'm not going to put him on the camera yet. He's taking off clothes, even though that's probably what y'all want to see. We're going to hold off until he get it together. All right. Let's see. I think he's ready. He's ready. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cam Ruth. What's good, man?
Man, I'm going to do this from my phone, man. That's the hoodie. I was just taking the hoodie off. Take it easy. Take it easy over there, Deacon.
I was about to hit 1 million hits.
What's up, man?
Oh, chilling, man. How you doing? You said what's up to you people?
I'm good. What's up, Cam? Happy holidays. You ready?
There's a difference between the Browns and the Chase. Wilbert.
He's mad at Wilbert. I think Wilbert knows how to get underneath this dude's skin. He says the Browns would never lose to the Bills, Cameron.
Oh,
There
gosh.
is a difference.
Calm it down.
Here we go.
Yeah. So Wilbert is getting underneath Cameron's skin as usual. Lisa says, "We need you, Cam."
I'm here. I'm just gonna do this from right here in the kitchen. I'm chilling. I just walked in the door. So
Which one of
we're gonna do it right from here.
She's probably talking about both, man. She's talking about both of you. All right, and of course, now that Cameron's here, Cam Ruth is here. I'll go ahead and do the traditional.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to prop this daggone thing.
You gotta get you one of these, and you just place the soda can on the back of it like this here.
Oh, okay, that's what I'll do.
That's how we do it, man.
We're gonna do it like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
man. So what I went into, while you was out, was motivational moment. Basically realizing we can't do it all. We need somebody to help us. That's what it's all about. Ray Lewis said, "Hey, the purpose of this world is for us to help somebody through it."
Mm-hmm.
So of course we need that help when we can get it and recognize we can't do it all, and then also just realize sometimes you can't do it all in the same day. So just go home, enjoy your family.
Yeah.
All right. So we are on to the Niners versus the Ravens for Christmas.
Can I say something before you get to that?
What's good?
I can't see the comments. I don't think I can from my phone. Let me see if I can while we're on. Okay, I can't see it.
I'm gonna pop Brooke up on the screen. See if you see that one. You see that one?
Hey, Brooke. Yeah, I gotta go back and forth because I gotta touch stuff, right? Okay. So, can you tell me if everybody can y'all give me a wave of hands? Because I know there's a few of us in here. How many of y'all wanted George Pickens? Just let me know. And I'm gonna tell you why he's not a Raven. I'm so happy we didn't have that dude.
Yeah,
I don't like attitude. Talent is one thing, but that attitude is horrible, brother. He is not a team player. Yeah, if it's just about you, no. I feel bad for Pittsburgh fans because you know what? You could have won the game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got two selfish receivers that it got to be about them instead of about the team.
You talking about Johnson
And
too?
huh?
You talking about Johnson or
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Johnson as well.
okay?
It was a week prior, what, the week with Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
and now George Pickens. And for him to give that excuse, I don't know if you heard the excuse. Did you hear the excuse
Nope.
about the block? Okay, he said he didn't want to do he didn't want to block. Warren could have scored. He said he didn't want to block because he didn't want the same thing to happen to him to happen to Tank Dell. You know, you can get injured. You know, somebody roll up on you.
He making business decisions, but
Yeah,
I mean, there
let me
comes
tell
a
you
point where
something.
there's a certain mental toughness and a physical toughness that you signed up for.
Let me say this part though before you're absolutely correct, but say this part. Okay, your job is to block as well. If you are a receiver, you get paid. You really get the money for obviously what you do on the field as far as catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't if you don't block, you don't deserve the rock.
Who's
You know what I
the?
mean?
There was a guy. Came out. I want to say he came out of Carolina, and then he went to Detroit. He was a tight end. He went to Detroit. Then he came to Pittsburgh. Pretty tall guy. I can't remember what his name, but he was always taking plays off. He's dynamic tight end, but just could not block to save his life. Refused to block. Take plays off all the time. Used to just tick me off because you watch the tape and you see like, wow, he's got home run type plays, but this play isn't designed around him. He's full on got a lawn chair out there. I mean, he looked like Joe Flacco whenever they was doing the pistol or doing the formation with Lamar in there. So it was just like, he just sitting up on the field doing nothing.
Bro, what are you here for though? Why are you here if you're not going to do your job? Why are you here?
It takes 11, all 11 people, or 10 people on the field to be committed to the success of one person. That's the teamwork. That's the dynamic of the game. That's what it's all built around. That's why players like McCaffrey are so good. It's because Cameron, you trip over that cord. It's gonna be me and you.
That's loser swag, brother. It's all loser swag. Straight loser swag. That you can't become more of a loser than that. That's just straight loser swag. Excuse me for 1 second.
I thought you were talking about this stuff.
Oh no. I'm sorry. No, I wasn't even talking about that. I'm sorry.
As soon as he walked in with it.
Chill. I wasn't even talking about that. I didn't talk.
So that was a birthday gift for him. So he got to go visit the Chiefs, and he was pretty excited about going to the game. And then this is in his game, in his I guess his room, not his game room, his actual room, because there is games all through it. I guess it's his own personal game room. But yeah, go. You can put that down or put it up or whatever. Make sure you watch.
Hold on, but I'm about to use the app. Did you know there was an?
I didn't know it was an app. All right, so let's see. Wilbur says Steelers pick good wide receivers, but they all come with bad attitudes. The days of Hines Ward receivers are gone. So I agree with that. Hines had a little bit of attitude, but he always had a smile on his face while he was doing something sinister. But yes, when it comes to wide receivers, it's just part of the territory. You're going to get that alpha mentality in these guys, but they're also going to have some of that, like they're going to have a screw loose. I've noticed that a lot with players that are dynamic out there. They got that Antonio Brown gene in them, and they just got a screw loose. It's the more dynamic the wide receiver, the crazier the attitude. It's the Vicky Mendoza scale. The hotter they are, the crazier they're going to be. Let me see if I put camera on the screen here. All right,
I
does that work?
To the app. Can you take the other one off?
Yep.
Yeah, I went to I didn't know there was an app for the streaming service, so I just switched to the app.
Yeah, I don't want Cameron on the studio because he actually goes back to that. I don't know if he'll be able to get back in the room.
What happened? What did you
say? Cameron wants me to kick your other profile out of the room. I'm like, I can't do that because if I do that, you'll I don't know if you'll be able to get back into the
No, you
room
can
on the other.
kick the other one out. I just jumped on the app.
All right,
The app, so you can kick the
cool.
other one
Okay,
out.
it says ban or kick, so I can kick.
Yeah. Since I'm on the phone, I figured let me jump on the app and see what
All right,
see
so
what it
let's
look
see if
like
you're able to see the comments. If
I'm on the app.
yeah, so you're on the app. Are you able to see
Everyone in the
Brooks' comment?
studio. No,
All right, Brooks said, I think he's trying to get kicked out of Pittsburgh, is what she thinks about Pickens.
That's loser swag. That's straight loser swag. They took the time to draft you. But you know what that makes? You know what that tells me though? That honestly tells me that this is why he wasn't a first round draft pick. This is exactly why he wasn't a first round draft pick. Now we understand why. Because if people, you do get interviewed. It is a job interview. They don't just look at your tape and say, "Oh, he's a good player." So I think Baltimore's always been a team about character over talent.
Yeah, and that's very true. I think just as well. I think Baltimore, when they look at their players, they want to see what type of person they are, not necessarily just the stat sheet for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it means a lot, because if you can get
you
can get a good quality character guy who can put up stats on the board, you got a gem. Because you don't have to worry about any of the off the field type stuff, drama that comes with some of these headache type characters.
All right.
And they're gonna give you good production. So like when it came to Zay Flowers, you saw a good character guy who cares about his mama.
Yeah.
And he cares about his family. You could see on his jewelry, the jewelry he wears, it's got
his mom.
14 of his family members on his charm.
I think he has them on his charm, but the medallion that he has is a picture of his mom.
Yeah,
he keeps that with him.
So you know what I mean?
So
this is a family-oriented guy who's not gonna go out there and do some dumb stuff.
Not just that, a very well-educated gentleman that he could have came out, or he could have went in the transfer portal. He wanted to graduate from BC before he did anything. That just tells you, that tells you a lot about him. You know what I mean?
Oh, here's a good comment here. So Adit says, "Is it me or does Brock Purdy look like John Harbaugh's lost son?"
Oh no!
So, I mean, so Purdy is from Iowa, just across the river.
Chill out. So, you about to get John? You try to get John?
I mean, if you're sitting here doing the math, bro. I mean, if John was hanging around here in what is that 2001, 2002, that might do it. The math might be right.
Nah, take it easy. Take it easy. I was trying to get John.
We got
trouble.
Get my homeboy. Hey, we're gonna need a DNA test on Christmas Day on the field when they shake hands. All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him fired.
When they go to shake hands, John go look at her. He gonna be like, "Dad,
papers. Yeah, he about to get some papers in the mail. He don't want those type of papers. Yeah, trying to get him those papers.
That back child support gonna be more than that man's next contract.
You ain't lying.
Rick said they look identical. Oh my gosh! All right, so Wilbert says maybe that's why the Steelers have lost their way. They just draft talent and not character. You can get both. If you don't draft team players, you can't be surprised at the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, you're going to have some dynamic players out there, but they're going to have a buttload of attitude to go with it, a crazy factor or something along with it. With it, we had guys down to San Antonio when us to play for amateur league. These were some of the most talented players I've seen when I played football, whether it's high school, whatever level. These guys were super talented. But the second they got off the field, they was going to gang bang, or they was trying to pop the trunk on the referees or something, man. I was like, what the heck? No, you can't, Drozilla, you cannot go pop the trunk. It was just a 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness, bro. And he just was ready to pop the trunk and go shoot the ref. That was our quarterback. I was just like, all right. So when we were winning, everything was fine. When we started losing, it was bad. It was terrible. Like, I had to leave the games early to preserve my Air Force career. That's how bad it got, because we were fighting each other. The offensive coordinator got into it with the announcer who came out the booth to fight. That's how bad it was. But they was, like I said, super talented guys, no common sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right. So let's Lisa says, has everyone finished their Christmas shopping?
I think so.
You did yours?
You
bought some for Dad?
I never did Christmas shopping.
He has not done his Christmas shopping. We will do some Christmas shopping probably, was it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. What we got done on Thursday?
Nothing.
Okay, so probably tomorrow is when he will start his Christmas shop. I have done a decent amount, and I think, the kids they'll be straight, and then Mrs. Couch Rider Raven will be good to go as well.
Gotcha.
All right.
Is that her new nickname?
And she would probably be pretty ticked off if I called her a Raven, but she ain't got no team right now because her team is in the trash. Ooh,
who's your team?
The Patriots.
I'm gonna tell her you told her.
I think you said that one time.
Yeah.
Is she from Massachusetts?
No, so how she picked her team was she's from Oregon. And this was the game that I think the Patriots were playing the Jets, and Bledsoe got hurt that game. So just before Bledsoe got hurt, she's arguing with some dudes in the living room or whatever. And they said, "Oh, because you're because you're from Washington, you should be a Seahawks fan." And so she said, "Well, what's the team the furthest away from here?" And they said, "Oh, well, that'd be Miami and the Patriots." And she said, "Well, I'm the Patriots." Watch the court. She's like, "I'm the Patriots then." And from that moment, she was a Patriots fan. And then I was like, probably, I say about an hour later, when Bledsoe got hurt, Brady took over, and all she's ever known is a winning team. So now she don't know how to act because her team is absolute dog water. So that's what it is. All right, let's see. You've been told you have till Sunday to finish it. All right, we ain't said a word about these daggone Niners. We got to move on to these Niners, man.
Yeah, let's get to it.
The Niners don't deserve to be talked about.
Oh no, they do. They're
too trash of a team.
So you got to do some analysis because you just want to just as bad as some Facebook people. I tell you, you just as bad as them. All right, so son, this is one of the top teams in the league. This is the top team in the NFC versus the top team in the AFC. This is basically, it could be a Super Bowl preview. This is how good this team is. This team comes and stepped on the Philadelphia Eagles' throat. And Philly is one of the better teams in the league right now, even though they got beat by the Seahawks last night, or 2 nights ago. And they might have cost me $800. I'm just saying. I was so ticked. Like, they cost me $10, but I could have won $800 if they had just finished the game strong. But no. They had to mess it up.
And this is why you don't bet.
Mess up the church's money. So bad. Anywho. But yeah, so people. The 49ers, they got some weapons. They got Ayuk, and that's like not even one of the top weapons. They got Kittle. They got the league's basically potential MVP. Granted, I love Lamar, but I can't have the bias on it when it comes to the MVP rankings. This dude is balling right now. Purdy's looking great. Nobody even knew who he was 2 years ago. So it's like they got this amazing offense that's balling. That, in the last 3 weeks, the dude's only thrown 1 interception. But he's thrown 10 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. Lamar's thrown 17 all season, right? When it comes to turnovers.
Both of them are throwing 7 interceptions. Yeah.
But Lamar, as far as turnovers in general, Lamar's got 13 by himself. The Niners have 14 on the season together. Ravens got 4, what do we got? 7, was it 19? No, it's 18. 18 turnovers.
You just said 17 a few seconds ago.
Okay, I appreciate the correction. Yeah, so 18 turnovers. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough night. So 18 turnovers from this team. This is one of those games that it is going to take everything that we have to take down this team, because this is one of those teams that they don't turn the ball over that much. They really don't.
Mhm.
They hold on to the ball, I say not as long as we do, because we hold on to it about 32 minutes and 52 seconds. Yeah, so they hold on to it about a minute less than the Ravens do.
Mhm.
So we like 5th in time possession. They're like 9th in time possession. So they just methodically work their way down the field just like we do, because we love our ground game. They love their ground game. And we just know how to get it done in the red zone. In the red zone, they got 60. Was there? They're 68%, which is first in the league.
They're number in the red zone. What they number one?
Yeah, they number 1, and we are number 10 in the red zone.
And our defense is number 1 in the red zone.
Yep. And so here we are when it comes to actually red zone defense. The Ravens are 3rd in the league, and the Niners are 10th.
They just said we're number 1 today. I don't know. That's what all the. If you look at the rankings, they said they went down. They went down the whole list. They said with basically it's the number 1 offense versus the number 1 defense. That's basically what they more or less saying. You know, as far as what it is. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Are you good?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
All right, so Brooks says Purdy gets no love from football fans, though. They're saying it's really everyone around him.
He's good. He's an efficient quarterback.
Yeah.
Is he a game changer? No, he's not. I'm not going to sit up here and say he is. He's a good quarterback, though.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, and it takes a good decision making.
He's not a game changer. Like that's why.
Like Flacco's getting a lot of love right now because he's got a stellar defense, got a great run game, and he's able to do the play action because of him having those things. And I think that's kind of similar with Purdy right now. The Browns are making Flacco look great, huh?
It's the same offense. They run the same offense. So it's so all right. So all right, look here. Let's just look here. We can go down the stats all day. I'm on the stats, but I ain't on the stats. So, because I know it's good to know, and I always look at them. But then after I look at the stats, what I look at is who they beat and who they had trouble with.
Okay, so they had trouble with Cleveland, right?
They lost that game because of a field goal, but they had somewhat trouble. But that's when Trent Williams and Debo got hurt.
Yeah.
They lost to Minnesota. Trent Williams wasn't back. I believe Debo was back, but Trent Williams wasn't back. The best player on the team is not Brock Purdy. It's probably Trent Williams. And because without Trent Williams, that offensive line is not the same for some reason.
I'd argue C-Mac over Trent. I'd say Trent with Trent too.
Well, they lost all 3 games without Trent Williams. C-Mac was there. They still didn't win.
Who are the other 2 teams they lost to?
They lost to Minnesota. They lost to Cincinnati.
To Minnesota. All right. And they lost to Cincinnati. So, I mean, and I'm not going to sit here and discredit Cincinnati because we're usually healthy that team can roll.
They was healthy. They was healthy when they beat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A healthy Cincinnati can rumble.
But Barrow don't play defense. So their whole defense was there.
Yeah.
Including the safety that got hurt.
Yeah,
I forgot my man from that reminded me of Palomaro that went to USC. Before he got hurt, he was there. So look, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from San Francisco because first of all I'm a big Debo fan.
Yeah.
I love the team. I think you cut the head off the snake. We're gonna see how they roll.
Oh yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because we're gonna get to the game plan right here, sir. The only time I seen that man confused is when he played the exotic defense. And the only exotic defense he ever played was Minnesota. Everybody else, they showing exactly what they doing. They show their hand. Cincinnati shows their hand. Seattle shows their hand. Like when they blitzing, they blitzing. There's no exoticness to it. When they played Minnesota, you know who the defensive coordinator is for Minnesota. So now Minnesota's running a hybrid type defense, right? They're running this. Flores is doing what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody look like they blitzing, and nobody may come. Everybody may blitz. That's the only time that he struggled. I believe that's when he threw 3 picks. I know he threw 2. And this is the time in offense. Now I know everybody may say something about, well, look how if you look at McVay when he came in here and he played the Ravens. First of all, it was off the bye. So anytime off the bye, I expect the team to start off a little slow. Second half, they looked a lot better. On top of that, it was raining, so it's bad weather. So we played pretty decent against that type of offense in the past. Whether it was when we played San Francisco, when it was raining here in Baltimore, Cincinnati, we played them. Cleveland, we've had numerous tests against that type of offense, basically. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like we haven't seen it, and it's no knock on Debo or Ayuk or anybody. No one can sit up here and say that we haven't played against some of the best receivers in the game. I think Chase Young and T. Higgins is like 1A, 1B type. They both are number 1 receivers.
Yeah, and I think actually us being able to, outside of the Rams game, this Ravens defense has really done a number on the majority of the receivers in this league. They haven't had magnificent days.
Yeah. Only one that had a whole bunch of and I'm going by fantasy points. Only one that had a lot of points on fantasy was Keenan Allen, but Keenan Allen was the only one catching the daggone ball when we played the Chargers. So you can have all the catches you want. I don't want you to score nothing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the number we really care about is how many touchdowns.
Yeah. You can throw them things up in the air. Only reason we didn't blow the Jaguars out because of one bad play. You know what I mean? And that's a miscommunication. Ain't nobody getting thrown on the bus. It's just a miscommunication. It is what it is. We keep it popping. But my whole thing is that he's still a young player. I think people forget that because Shanahan is a genius when it comes to offense. Mm-hmm. He's a true genius. McVay as well. It's a few of them. But Shanahan is so much of a genius and everything that West Coast offense is so much of a time in offense that people forget it's only his second year in the league. I don't care where he got drafted. It's his second year in the league. You can't tell me you can't confuse him. You can't tell me that hasn't been done before.
Yeah, I think we apply the pressure until they show us something different. The second they start showing us a little bit of McCaffrey sneaking off for the short pass and the outs because he can be a little dangerous in open field. We saw that. I think 1 week he had 1 touchdown and was at rushing and 2 touchdowns receiving with over I think he had 70 plus yards, whatever, in the air. So until McCaffrey is able to, until they start using that as part of their game plan, because we know that's where our weak spots are at as far as being able to guard running backs. We saw that this past weekend when there was 88-yard bomb busted over our heads because we got caught with our pants down because we were guarding everything else.
Well, that's communication because somebody was playing. I think Brandon Stevens was playing zone. I mean, he's playing man, and everybody in Arthur Millette played zone.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason that old boy was like wide open. Mm-hmm. It was a busted play.
And they went straight clamps right after that. So
yeah. So
but I like with McCaffrey. This is one of those guys you got to be on your game 100% of the time. Because he will break something like that on a regular. With the Ravens, I think, like I said, I've said this many times. They leave the tight end to do whatever. They know that that's the hole in their defense, but everything else is pretty much locked up. The only time that we really got taken advantage of significantly, of course, the Rams scored a touchdown with a third string tight end and Allen, but then Njoku ended up having a field day with us. But we can't let Kittle get loose. I think it's to the point where I'm not saying we got to have a Jimmy Smith like character to hold Kittle, but if we need to go back to that type of formula to stop what's going on over the middle of the field with Kittle, then yeah, I think we need to go in that direction.
But think about it before you even go any further. Other than those 2 games with a tight end, what other tight end got busy? I'm gonna play the
Devil's advocate?
Huh?
You said devil's advocate?
No, I ain't gonna play the devil's advocate. I'm gonna defend our defense real quick. If you look at that Cleveland game, every time, other than that one play when Ayuk just dragged the whole team because Jokers was just tired, and then other than that one reception, the other receptions he got, he fell down. I don't know how I guess they lost track of who he was, where he was, because you got to blame it on some type of communication. It was just all over the place. And then with the tight end again, it just seemed like either they were tired or this is like you gotta catch us falling asleep on ourselves. That's what I mean by communication wise, because the only time the tight end from the Rams is open is when it's a blown coverage. Because they really haven't given what's my man Laporta from Detroit?
Yeah.
He didn't get busy at all.
He really didn't. I thought there was another. They had a different tight end over there too.
Right.
At the time, I think but we also just blew the doors off that one.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you got David Njoku got busy is because what we couldn't get to Deshaun.
Yeah, and I mean we can't even really say he just got busy when it mattered, but like him and Laporta basically had the same amount of yards. So Njoku had 56, and then Laporta had 52 in the game that we played against the Lions.
You just looked that up?
Yeah, I just looked at it just now.
Okay, so there you go. There go the answer. So it's like it was just like you said, and it was like that game. I'm giving the defenses. Yes, I know they look tired, but we had to close that. Like that's when we weren't closing games out. We should have been closing. That's another. If you really look at it, y'all, we should have been undefeated.
Yeah, I think we should have.
We beat ourselves in those 3 games.
And I think that the game that Justin Tucker got outplayed by another kicker, that was the reason we lost to the Colts.
Yeah,
but that's not the norm. We know that's not Justin.
No. Yeah, exactly. And then,
even then they didn't even have tight ends show up on that game. It was just like it was just a freak game, bad weather, and our kicker was off on his game. That was the main reason we lost there. Came to the Steelers, yeah. I got to give it to them. They came out there to play. They came out there ready to ball, and so did the Browns when they came to their ground game.
The Steelers?
The Steelers, yeah.
Well, when we lost to the Steelers?
Yeah.
We should have blew them out by 30.
I agree. I mean, having a George Pickens loss on our record is kind of embarrassing. So, like, if anybody comes up and says, hey, Lamar doesn't deserve MVP, I'm pretty sure they're going to go back to the game against the Steelers.
It's fine.
And they try to use that as a template for that, because dude was sacked 4 times. He threw a pick, and I believe he lost a fumble in that job. Yep, he lost a fumble as well.
He got strip sacked. That was the fumble that he lost. He got strip sacked.
And then Hill had a fumble receiving, and he had a fumble rushing.
Mesh point.
That daggone mesh point. So it's just there are games where we beat ourselves. And honestly, I to go back and we're reviewing on Monday night, Jacksonville beat themselves. Like that first half, that looked like a full-on Jacksonville beat themselves half. I never saw such a good team that has such potential make so many mistakes in one half. Like they just putting the ball down on the ground, like take it, it's 2 round for me, coach.
Right. All right, look, that play, to me, that play was equivalent to Lamar throwing that interception. Like, first of all, I would have thought Nelly would have came back, but he sat down in the pocket, which is not wrong. But that was Lamar being, hey, I trust Nelly so much. I'm gonna be a little greedy instead of just he could have just dumped it to Isaiah and Isaiah could have took off. So that was equivalent. That's you trying to him and Trevor Lawrence trying to make a play. Now that play when they could have scored before when Marcus Williams made that heck of a play. That was a heck of a play, bro. That was like you gotta know knowing what's going on for you to make that type of play.
Oh, we got a new visitor, man. Check this out. His name is Young Dick Dong.
Chill,
Lord.
Don't
He
ever say
says,
that name again.
have to stretch Warner and Greenlaw thin.
Pause.
Make them supplement the D-line. Jackson needs to skin the 49ers secondary alive. All right, Young Dong.
Yeah, that's all we saying.
Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. It's back to bell.
About to give you an initial, Young. It's gonna be YD. YD. We ain't saying no dog, and we got kids on this show.
Young Dog.
You see the children there, Young? You see the children's? We got kids around, brother. You gotta change that name, brother.
We're gonna call him We're gonna call him YD. We YD.
YD, that's it.
YD. All right. YD says Levi Stadium is gonna be sold out.
Believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, he says Candlestick had the most epic games ever. Okay, so I'm guessing he's probably maybe a Niners fan,
either a Niners fan or he's
a historian.
He lives in Cali. Maybe he live in Cali. Maybe he live in San Fran.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. We welcome to the room either way. We appreciate you coming through, man. Just make sure you hit that like button. If y'all in the room, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, smack the bell.
Yeah.
So you know what is going down, folks. So Lisa has said.
She loved that.
Yeah, Gerald's like, he's dying laughing. But yes, when it comes to the Ravens defense, we know that the 49ers are not going to blow the doors off us. They're going to work their way downfield. They may put us in that red zone, but that red zone defense is pretty solid. The third down efficiency against the Ravens, we're 8th in the league as far as the percentage there. So that's 42.6%. And then the Niners are 4th in the league, only behind the Bills, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. But we saw what they did to the Eagles. Our defense is built completely different. And I think we're going to have a lot going on up the middle. I'm rooting for Madubuike to get another sack so he can have 12 games straight with a sack. And I'm looking forward to just being able to stop the ground game. You know, if we can stop C-Mac, a lot of the different things can happen that allows us to put our ears back and just full-on blitz on third down, make Purdy's life a little bit of heck right there. Because, you know, they said, hey, you know, he takes the sack and he keeps on ticking. But if the Ravens are allowed to apply pressure like they normally apply pressure, it's going to make it a little hectic for this guy.
I want him to be confused because I don't think he really goes the way that system is. How often do you see him have to go through a progression? Like, I don't know how many Niners games that you watched. He's never seemed like he's going through a progression from the ones I've seen. Like, he hasn't had to go through it. Only time I saw him go through any type of progression is when that Monday night when they played Minnesota. Like, it just looked like he didn't know where the blitz was coming from.
Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, if that's the case, you know, they just need to go ahead and jump whatever. If he's not going through progressions, and then he's obviously throwing it at first, then you jump that joint. This is where what's the name of that Cowboys corner? Is it Harmon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and pull a Harmon over there and get some picks right now. I think Stevens is due for his 3rd pick of the season. Would be nice to see. I think Marlo needs one too, right?
For a pick.
Yeah, Marlo needs one.
I think must have gone to Urban Air a lot as a kid.
But I think one of the things that we need to do is because it is a quick passing game. Anytime McCaffrey is moving,
yeah,
I don't think it's going to him, but I want to get in his eye view. I don't care. Like, he's mobile, but I want to move him off the sticks. Like, we've been great at doing that.
Yeah, need somebody to roam with him. You know, if somebody could travel with him or be that spy with him every bit of the day. That'd be great. I know Marlett might be a little bit too small, but I was just thinking like, hey, maybe because he's sitting there in a nickel, having him roam with him.
Whoa.
With McCaffrey.
You think Marlon too small?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's underneath. They said it on Sunday. They said nobody was underneath 200 pounds, but I think Marlett would be a little bit too small to one-on-one tackle this guy.
Marlon, you seen Marlon hit Derrick Henry.
No, not
No.
Marlon. Marlette. Sorry.
Oh, Arthur
Arthur.
Millette. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought
Yeah.
you said, oh no, they were talking about the starters. They weren't talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I think Marlon. Yeah, Marlon could travel, but I mean, Marlon got other business to handle. He got Ayuk to handle over there probably, because Stevens is probably gonna be on Debo.
I mean, I don't see them switching. You know, like they barely switch. So, you know, my thing I did like, and I hopefully he can come back. I did like the fact that sometimes they went big nickel. Well, that's because Marcus was injured. And hopefully he's able. You know, he didn't hurt himself too much. Well, he practiced today, but hopefully he didn't hurt himself too much from that tackle that he plays. But when they started, if Armour Davis comes back from that concussion, you know who gave him the concussion, bro?
Who that?
That's how wild our defense is. You know who gave him the concussion?
Probably another player on our team.
Roquan. Ran into that rock.
Yeah, sometimes we go too hard, man. Hey, Delicious said he's late. He's saying what's up.
Yeah, we were just talking about your boy Pickens.
Yeah,
we don't need him. Thank God we didn't draft him, D.
Hey, Shane said, I'm not worried about these jokers because they don't operate in a quick passing game. They like to middle deep passing routes. That's where they operate. So as long as we got Stone back there ready, we should be good on them deep passing routes. Stone and Williams. I think Williams is definitely one of those guys. He used to just tick Brady off all the time with taking away those deep passing routes. So especially across the middle. Anytime Brady would try to throw a post, you can definitely see Williams in the area and taking his lunch money. Living with Big Reg is here as well. What's good, y'all? Y'all wait to show. I appreciate y'all coming through tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brooks saying what's up to Dre, or excuse me, Delicious. And then anyway, so let's go to the offense, man. Let's talk of this offense right now. I mean, right now we got candles and a memorial ceremony going on. People saying it's so hard to say goodbye because Keaton Mitchell is done for the season. It's heartbreaking. Like I was crushed. I think I cried in the fetal position that night after the W. And you know, my wife, she thought about holding me. She just kind of shook her head and she just rolled over, went to sleep. You know, it's all good. You know, I recovered a little bit. You know, Monday was a little bit rough for me.
Get your boy.
You know, but you know, we survived and it was okay until Monday night when I lost that money. But you know, but it's gonna be all right. Keaton is gonna be back next year for sure. Yeah. Bigger, badder than ever, taking over the league by storm. But right now we got to figure out what's next for the Baltimore Ravens as far as the running back core. Who's gonna tote that rock like Keaton?
You asking?
Yep.
Back to who it was before Keaton got there. We got to go back to Gus and Justin.
Okay.
And you know, obviously, I think this time around, Melvin, he's gonna have to get some more run. He's gonna have to get a little bit more burn than what he was, because I think they're gonna need. We're gonna see how this roll out. We'll see.
Gerald said he was screaming at the TV when Keaton Mitchell went down.
Yeah.
Brooks said it's unfair for him.
Yeah,
Shane's
I feel bad for him.
He's got a sad face and droopy eyes, apparently. At least he actually typed that in.
Yeah.
We got some people, you know, they're fans of Justice. And the thing is, I like Justice. I just don't think he's shifty as Keaton. Keaton has shiftiness, power, and speed. Justice has he's shown some ability to have power and speed, but the direction is not all there. He just reminded the dude on the Mighty Ducks, man. All speed, no brakes.
I think you got him. You mixed them up. Hold up. Who? What?
Talking about, so Keaton is able to. He's got the shifting ability. He has some ability for power, but he's also got just a ton of breakaway speed.
Yeah.
Justice is like all speed. You know what I'm saying? No brakes, no change of direction.
Yeah, he got a little power to him too.
Yeah, and he's got some ability and power. I've seen that in games against the Steelers. He seems just to turn up and wants to throw a shoulder into people. So I don't know if that's just him wanting to turn up during Steelers games, but that's what I've been seeing. Gus the Bus. I want to see Gus. You know, they need to go back to traditional Gus offense. Basically, I formation, run a dive or wedge and let Gus do his thing. Because that's when Gus is at his best. When you run that dive or that wedge, and that man, he sees that little bit of daylight, he's patient to the hole and then quick through it, and you just see him take off like a racehorse.
I would really run. I mean, I would run more off tackle with these guys and go at. I would go at. Honestly, would probably go at Bosa more than I would go at Chase Young. If Chase is in there, I think Chase plays the run pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well Bosa plays the run. I just don't want, because I just think he's always looking to pin his ears back. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
just coming straight at him. I think that would be a good recipe. I mean, they did show something on NFL Live how they are susceptible. They've always been susceptible to the run because there are gaps. There's just they shoot the gaps. They're straight downhill, and those openings are there. So I don't know.
That's right.
So we'll see, and we'll see. You got if you check out NFL Live, Dan Orlovsky, he broke it down a little bit. He said some of these, some of the plays that just that the Cardinals ran, pulling guards and the tackle and what have you. And we're great at doing that, so that might be the formula for success as far as running the ball and them.
I think that just the amount of pressure that they're going to bring to this offense, it's gonna be crazy. When it comes to sacks right now, Bosa's got 10.5, and then Chase Young's got 2, which is kind of weird. But I think the Ravens.
He got 2 over there at San Fran. He had 5 before he left Washington, I believe.
Yeah, so things it's a little slow, but I bet you that pressure is still getting there. They got the next best guy has 6 sacks. I think that's Hargrave.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that Armstead? Yeah, Hargrave and then Armstead. So Hargrave's got 6, and then Armstead's got 5.
Yep, they may not play in this game either.
Yeah, and so of course the pressure is going to be there. Lamar he had defensive players this past week said they're just wondering how in the heck how did he get away with this? How did he do this? So it's going to be nice to see what this offense can do and what they're capable of without Keaton, because it's going to allow us to stretch again. We got to figure out how to adjust, just like they figured out how to adjust without Andrews and likely stepped in and he's been making some plays. Now it is time to figure out which one of these running backs is going to step up. And I wanted to see which one that we signed to. We signed a former Maryland player.
Yeah, but he's just on the practice squad. Funk, he's a young player.
I was watching a little bit of his tape, and he did some things with the Colts, and he did some things with the Rams.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Rams, but this is my look. If we can, I know no one's really a fan of Melvin Gordon, but if we can get the Melvin Gordon of Pro Bowl Melvin Gordon when he was holding the ball tight and getting busy. Yeah,
we need.
balls. We look. It's different. We different in the Chargers. We play differently. So Hobbs had him in there. We checking his ball, man, every 2 seconds.
Around.
We running around checking that ball. So he running different. But I think that he could help, man. He still got some speed.
Yeah.
He still got some speed. He showed a little bit of it when he played in that Cleveland game. He still got, he can still move. He's not as fast as he used to be.
Yeah, but just having that good change of pace, and I think having this new cat there is going to help out as well. I can't remember what his name was.
It's something, funk,
the Funk,
something. But I don't see him. I don't see nothing. He's just there right now. I don't see nothing major happening with him.
Jake Funk.
Yeah, unless somebody go down, they got him there. But he's another. He's like a poor version of Justice Hill. Like he's straight line with speed. He no moves, no nothing.
Jose's here.
Yeah,
that was good, man.
Happy holidays, brother.
That's here. Gerald said he don't trust Melvin Gordon.
I mean, can't trust. We ain't got no choice but to trust him now. What we gonna do? Yeah. what we gonna do? We can't do nothing right now. We gotta trust him. We ain't got no choice.
Yeah, I feel like just I'd say increase Gus reps. There's been many times when the injuries have taken place with the starters on this team, and they just have not trusted Gus with a full workload. I'm like, get this man the workload, let him work. Like at one point in time in the season, we was talking about trading for Derrick Henry, and the dude comes out and scores how many touchdowns? Was it 4 that game?
Yeah, 2 or 3 that game.
Yeah,
that was against Detroit.
Yeah. And so Gus comes out. I know that was the overseas game. So I think it was Tennessee. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Overseas game when the trade deadline hit.
Yeah,
that was the Detroit game because
They
were talking about the running game. It doesn't look such and such. Yeah, Gus is, to me, second half is all Gus. Or every time second half when you start Gus going. That's when Jokers are they're a little bit more tired.
Yeah, they tired. They ain't ready to tackle that big boy.
It's after a while, that's when he's supposed to get busy. That's what I expected. But
here we go. Here we go. I knew this was gonna pop up tonight. Delicious says, "Don't kill me, but I think I'd rather have Mark Ingram over Gordon. Love the vibes he brings."
Ingram is retired, brother. He ain't coming out of that booth. Let's stop dreaming.
Stay in the booth, Mark. Stay in the booth.
He's staying in the booth, bro. He ain't coming out of that booth. It's all right.
It's too comfortable, man. He got his feet up. He good. Yeah. I think, I appreciate the energy that Mark has. If he want to come down and be a running back coach, cool. But he be taken away from the reps, and I just don't think he's got the production that he used to have.
Mm-hmm.
He's proved that many times when he went to those other teams, it was like it just wasn't there anymore. He didn't have that extra gear. He has the intelligence, but he doesn't have the extra gear to go with it.
I think Melvin. Sometimes, man, you get humbled when you sitting there and you gotta watch.
Mm-hmm.
This is the second year he wanted. He even said it. He said it jokingly. He's like, man. They was asking how's it feel to be a Super Bowl champion because he was on the Chiefs practice squad when they won. He's like, feels good even though I didn't do bleed. He's like, I wish I was actually part of the plan.
Yeah, it's like Josh Allen said, he got an A, but he ain't do nothing on the assignment.
Yeah,
it was a class assignment.
I think he want to be part of the plan, man. And he still got at this point in time, his legs are extremely fresh. So and he's in football shape. And he knows the system, and he doesn't nothing against Kenyon Drake because I like Kenyon Drake. Mm-hmm. I just don't think no one try to correct Melvin Gordon on his running style.
Yeah, and you gotta look at it like I found out just the other day the Chiefs band members got Super Bowl rings, so Melvin is on the equivalent of a Chiefs band member by being on a practice squad.
Right. So now he gets a chance to prove himself and show that I still got something here. And sometimes that make you run better. Like he at one point in time he was a good running back, man. We can't forget that.
Oh, hey, Jose got a leak on the script here. He said the script will have us and Dallas in the Super Bowl. We're all drinking that 49ers juice. That's contradicting. I feel like, so I mean, you got the script, you know what I'm saying, and you leaked it out or whatever. So this is a Couch Rider Raven first. Jose has leaked the script. We going to the Super Bowl, y'all.
I hope we go to the Super Bowl. I don't care about nobody else going. I want to just go. I want to go and win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that's the case. If that's the script, well, they saying this is the best. This is the best game as far as record wise since 1993. In 1993, it was. I don't know the records. I got to look at it again, but it was Cowboys and the Giants that played each other. They both had the same record.
Yeah,
and I mean, the Cowboys won that game, and they went on to win the Super Bowl. So I'm hoping that we're the ones, and the Cowboys were the visitors. So I'm hoping we're the ones that go and win this game and go on. I just look here, man. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to look at who they beat. They beat the brakes off of the Cowboys. They beat the brakes off of Philly. I'm trying to think who else they beat. And it's not again. I'll never knock this team because I think this is a great team. I'm trying to think who else they. San Francisco has always been, even since when Harbaugh was in, San Francisco has always been the bully of the East. I mean, bully of the NFC.
Yeah.
Only other team, honestly, that was a bully like them when they were good were the Giants. And the Giants haven't been the Giants since Michael Strahan retired and they won their last Super Bowl. Like, since 2011, they haven't been the Giants. You know what I mean? The old school Giants that's what they used to do. They bully you on defense, they hit hard, and they they run the ball. That was what they did. So, but San Francisco has always been a bully. So now they're playing against a team that played just like them. It's like they're looking in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a mirror type team because we're looking at it, like I said, the number 1 defense versus the number 3 defense.
Not even forget the rankings. Forget the rank. I'm just talking about the mentality of how they play.
Yeah, like, I mean, but it's just like because they are so defensive minded and so ground game. Yeah, you're right. It's just a mirror mentality that they have going. And I mean, we both like going to the tight end. Both got a pretty daggone good ground game. I mean, 2 of the top in the league ground games. Don't really throw to the outside like crazy. We use reverses. They got we had a Duvernay. Duvernay's on IR, but they got a Devo. We had a Duvernay, but we also still run reverses with Zay and Zay and we were running it with Keaton, but Keaton hurt now. So I'd be curious to see who's going to be running those reverses now.
Mm.
But then he give it to Zay a little bit more like that because that was pretty sweet how he finished off the Chargers like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Jose also got a little bit more piece there. He says the NFL is about moments and stories. Loom at the stories this year and watch the script commercials. They tie into each other. He really believes in the script thing, man. You probably wasn't a flat earth.
People been talking about that, but the script I've been hearing about is San Francisco and Baltimore in the Super Bowl. That's the one I've been hearing about. But they say you gotta look at the colors for the Super Bowl. That's not like 9 times out of 10. That's the teams that's going to wind up in the Super Bowl. I think that's everybody's prediction. They got their own predictions. I hope you're right about the prediction.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know what I mean? But I don't know how real that is. I can't call it.
Jose also says Dak will earn his respect like the Ravens did when they finally beat Kansas City. Now Dak will beat the 49ers in either the divisional or NFC championship. Dak's kryptonite is the 39ers and them Eagles. This year, Dak beats them. Brooks says, I'm good on Cowboys in the SB.
I don't care. As long as Baltimore in the SB. Yes. I don't care who we playing in the SB.
Due to a significant stomach issue just popped up. I'm going to have to hit this clock. I got to hit the clock because I'm having a problem right now.
Something going on upstairs.
No. Downstairs, man. I got the bubble guts.
Oh no, man! You telling us your business. All right, we out, man.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the Home Original Sports Perspective.
We out. I'm done.
Y'all take care, man. 2 claps.
Hey, man,
we're gonna fade the black.
Happy New Year. See y'all
Happy New Year, y'all. Y'all take care. Let's see.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.